Ty Simpson potentially going to the Jets? I think that's fucking ridiculous. For those who don't know Ty Simpson, Alabama quarterback from this past year is draft eligible, and he is arguably some analysts and some GMs are talking about they have him better than Mendoza. Number one, if you know that person, slap them. Slap them now. They're dumb. But Ty Simpson, for the most part, consensus, the number 2 quarterback in this draft, right? This isn't the best quarterback draft. There's not many blue chip, high-end prospects, right? You got Fernando Mendoza, and then that's about it. The fall off is fucking real steep. But the Jets, the New York Jets, Daniel and Jess's favorite team, they're in the market for a quarterback, right? Sign Geno Smith, but let's be honest. He's not a long-term option. So Ty Simpson is, making his way into mock drafts with the number 16th pick and the number 2 overall pick and the number 3 pick. He's getting fucking selected by the Jets and Cardinals and by maybe other teams. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but if you fucking take Ty Simpson at 2 or 16, I will clown you. I will continue to clown your franchise because they don't mean business.
They shouldn't touch a fucking quarterback until they know what type of offense they want to run. You don't know what you want to do with the fucking football. So you know what? Figure it out first and then go fishing. Just don't bring random people in to do nothing with them. Spend the draft pick on other positions that are more impactful for us right now that can help with whoever quarterback we have right now. Until you fucking get, and because the head coach says he doesn't want to focus on offense, until you fucking get a legit, great offensive coordinator, proven offensive coordinator who can have a vision for your team, don't do any fucking, don't do any mixing here. Don't do any experiments. Don't. Just play it safe. Geno Smith, NFL quarterback. Maybe he'll win us a couple of games over the season. Aaron Glenn, scope it out. Look for an offensive coordinator. Make plans for the future. That's it. Just don't throw anything at the kitchen sink because you have no fucking vision.
Well,
that's what they're missing.
Well, let's be honest here, chat. If they don't win a decent amount of games, Aaron Glenn is going to be thinking about his future with another team. He won't be with the Jets. He'll be gone. He'll be fired.
If fucking Woody Johnson does it. That's if Woody Johnson fires him.
I mean, I'm just saying, Sean McDermott's still out there. Mike Tomlin's still out there. There's probably going to be other coaches who are going to be out there. I think they're probably all better than Aaron Glenn right now.
Yeah. So
that's a different conversation for a different day, though.
Don't do nothing.
I will say this because I'm gonna slightly disagree with you, Jess. Just slightly. I love when you shake your head at me. It's great. Slightly disagree. I don't think they should draft Ty Simpson in the first round. Now, if Ty Simpson is there in the second or third round, or Diego Pavia is there, or fucking Drew Allen there.
I can agree with that.
In the fifth round, right? If I wouldn't mind if they draft a quarterback in the second or third round, because I think Ty Simpson is a good quarterback. Is he the best? No. Is he the long-term option? Probably not. But I think for this year especially, it wouldn't be that crazy of an idea because Jets was probably going to win one game, right? We're going to be bad next year. We just are. I don't have any confidence in this team at all. So let's draft Ty Simpson. He wants to be here. He said that. For God's sakes, I don't know why the kid would say that, but he said it. So at least there's some element to that. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he could do. Maybe he'll be the answer. Maybe he'll kind of do something. But at the same time, the 2026 draft is more quarterback-oriented and has better quarterbacks in that one. So who knows what that's going to look like. But I think if you draft Ty Simpson with the second round, third round, and he's there, and he ends up being pretty good, I think it's a win-win. If he's not good, you cut him. You draft another quarterback next year. It's no harm, no foul, right? Your team is pretty much mostly okay, especially if you're drafting Arvell Reese too and a receiver at 16. You really only need a couple more pieces here and there, and your quarterback's your biggest question mark. I understand that. But if you could fill out the rest of your team in this draft and worry about next year's draft and just get the best player available in a quarterback, I think you're looking pretty good, right? But I think getting Ty Simpson in the first round, even if you trade back into the first round with the 30th pick, that's fine too. But if you could just wait, don't take him at 2. If the Cardinals take him at 3, I'll stand up and applaud them. Good for them. You know what? Congrats. You got a quarterback at 3. I personally don't care, right?
That
I
I
don't think
can live with.
I can live with that. If the Cardinals want to do that, they want to take something at 3, go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, Kings. Sure, whatever. Right? I wouldn't take him second. If he's there in the second round or late first round, I think about it. I say, you know what? Okay, fine, whatever. But I think if he's there, if they draft him in the second round, sure, I could get behind that move. I could understand it. I could live with it, and I could probably accept it. But if he's a first round quarterback, he's just not, and you're wasting a pick that you're drafting him over a player that could help you in the next 2 to 3 years, right? Even at 16, you could draft a player like a wide receiver or a cornerback who could help you for the next 2 to 3 years and more potential to be on this team longer term than Ty Simpson. You don't waste a first round pick on a guy who may be here for 1 year unless you're absolutely certain. And I don't think anybody's absolutely certain on Ty Simpson. This is turning into Zach Wilson all over again, and that's terrifying me. But I think this regime looks different. They maybe have some confidence in that front office, and maybe they kind of can see where they're going, and maybe we don't do what other previous regimes did. Right? So I wouldn't mind drafting Ty Simpson. I just wouldn't do it in the first round.
Yeah,
And
no,
also, I think
I
Aaron
can
Rodgers should
agree
be
with that.
fired if he goes 2-14.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if I'm giving my expert football analysis, right, I think if you're the Jets, you draft the best player on defense available that you have at number 2, right? Whether that's edge player, whether that's Arvell Reese, linebacker, hybrid linebacker edge, right? You do that. 16, you look for an offensive guy. Maybe you try to get offensive lineman, maybe a nice guard in here. Or maybe you try to get a wide receiver, impact player coming right now. Maybe a Jordan Tyson, maybe a Mekhi Lemon. He might be available, right? Or maybe, you know what? You got some picks. If you feel like a guy is going to get taken, one of those wide receivers, a Mekhi Lemon, you trade above the Rams. You trade to 12. Now, you're making some big, sexy moves. I like that. And then if you see Ty Simpson and you're like, oh, shit, we got word that a team might draft him high second round and jump us. Maybe you pull the trigger, maybe like at pick number 28, 27, 29, right? You maybe give that a look, right? And I'm certain these phone calls and these decisions will happen at some point, right? Not everything is televised, and a lot of fucking potential trades are fucking made over the phone that never happen ever. So I'm sure these calls are happening. I'm sure they are talks, right? These owners and GMs, they know each other very well. They have their numbers. They might even text them on their personal phone. Let me tell you. So I think the Jets just need to get some of the best players in the room. And I don't think Ty Simpson early in the first round gives them that. Maybe second round, maybe you do what the Giants did and you take Jackson and you trade up into the first round back again to get Jackson Dart. But even then, Jackson Dart, probably a better prospect than Ty Simpson. You probably give them that. Ty Simpson, for me, maybe a second round guy. If you're thinking fucking second overall with Ty Simpson, don't be Jets fans anymore. Because that's just incompetence to where I don't even know how to explain that incompetence. That's how incompetent it is. I don't even know how to quantify it. Put a number on it. That's how dumb it is. Please don't draft him at 2. Don't draft him at 16. Don't draft him in the first round. Draft him second round if he's there. Okay, take a flyer. Don't you fucking think about it in the first round. Not even close. Not even close. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But you know what is ridiculous? The money that Jackson Smith and
What?
Jigba got. Let me fucking tell you, chat. This motherfucker got paid. Okay? I made a little short video talking about it. That motherfucker got paid $42.15 million a year for his new contract extension with the Seahawks. $120 million of that is guaranteed. I think it's $168 million in total. He's getting paid out the ass. He's getting a lot of money, and he deserves it, right? Now, it's a high number. But the Seahawks, as me and Daniel and Jess have discussed before, they're kind of in a good spot to pay him. They're in a good spot where they got some guys on short-term deals. They got some guys on low contracts. They still didn't pay Sam Darnold all that much, right? You paid him $30-something million. That's pretty cheap in today's quarterback market. If we're talking about upside, he just won a fucking Super Bowl. He didn't get Ken Walker back in free agency, so you save some of that money to give to JSN, right? And JSN is a top 3 wide receiver in the game right now, and he's fantastic, and he's probably going to be fantastic again next year, right? You keep him around, but you also still have a great defense. You still have a good O-line. You still have those pieces in place, and you have the winning coach, and you just coming off of a Super Bowl. You probably don't win it next year, but damn it, you're going to have a good year next year still with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I think it's a great signing. Whether he's worth it or not, to be honest, don't give a fuck. It's the market. The market dictates what the market dictates. If you're a top 3 wide receiver, you're probably going to get that money. Oh, he's not better than JSN. Oh, he's not better than Marquez. He demanded it. They gave it to him. There you go.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement. I think we talked about this before. They're in a position that they could do it with the cap increase. That only helps them even more. The cap's probably gonna go up again next year, so it helps them even more. So, and like I said, they're not paying a quarterback that much money. They have most of their their key skill position players already paid for. They have a lot more wiggle room to kind of maybe add some more pieces if they want to as well. This doesn't kill them financially. So, and again, their defense still paid for and legit. Their offense is still relatively the same, and that could be legit. Their division probably is a lot better around them, sure, but they're still going to be probably a playoff team, regardless. Still probably going to win 10, 11 games to be in that hunt. So, they still are a great team while keeping this core together, and, you keep your core together for as long as you can. So with Sam Darnold, Zach Charbonnet, JSN, Cooper Kupp, and, as long as they have the coaching, they'll be fine. And again, they had the luxury to do this because they didn't pay, out the ass for a quarterback, out the ass for a key defensive player, or like out the ass for another key position player. Like this was all through drafting, development, and just nurturing and scouting. All natural from the Seattle Seahawks, and it's working. So good for him. He got paid. Good for him. Good for the league. He resets the market. So, And again, they're probably going to be fine. They could probably eat this and be fine, and go out and get more players to help them. So, shout out to Seattle.
Just how we feel about a wide receiver getting paid, getting that money, $42 million.
I think it was a smart move for them to do. You have to keep some parts of your Super Bowl winning team. You can't keep everyone. But whoever you can snag, especially if this money sounds right at a particular time, do it. And it helps your quarterback out. So at least he'll have him. Because we don't know how they're going to be next year. We don't know how much of their team's going to change. If their roster remains similar and not too much has changed, maybe they'll be contenders again. And if not, if their roster looks really different, then we'll see if it wasn't just a fluke for this coach. We'll see if there'll be playoff contenders with a totally different roster. But at least you have your quarterback who played very well, and his target who showed up this season. So I think it's a good, smart move. Smart move. And yeah, 42 million is pretty big. I don't think anyone thought Seattle was trying to. This time last year, nobody was like, next year Seattle's going to give this player $42 million. No. Dark horses they are.
Well, how do I segue into this? It's another wide receiver in the NFL. In the NFC West. Same
Is Juice
division.
Man still there? He probably logged off. He's probably like, they're never going to talk about Nuka.
Juice Man's not here, unfortunately. But, Juice Man will see the short.
Oh, no.
I'm sure. This is for you, Juice Man. This is for you. So